In your lawsuit, you said he grossed $14,000 a month. He testified that he only grosses about $9,500. That's $5,000 difference. So
Okay.
He only argued the fact that I sat on my tail all day and didn't work and he had to pay. I pay for absolutely everything. Everything. I get child support and that's it.
Okay, the state will call Miss Robinson. Miss Robinson, would you state your full name for the court's records?
Desiree Robinson.
Okay, and are you the mother of Danae Robinson?
Yes, I am.
Okay, how old is Danae?
She is 16.
Okay, and how is she covered for health insurance?
She has her dad's insurance, health
Okay.
insurance.
And how is she covered for dental insurance?
Her dad is covered that, and then she's on her grandmother's plan as well. My mom's plan for health and dental.
Okay, I'll go ahead and pass this witness.
call your next witness.
I will call Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, would you state your full name for the court's record, please?
Eshawn Tamar Lee.
Okay, and are you the father of Danae Robinson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you presently employed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, who do you work for?
Valero Port Arthur Refinery.
Okay, and how long have you worked for Valero?
It'll be 11 years this year.
Okay, and are you paid hourly or a salary?
Hourly.
Okay, how much are you paid per hour?
1 second. On this paper right here, it shows that I'm paid 50. Let me get it. $50.98 an hour.
You said $59.98?
Yes, ma'am. $50.98.
$50.98. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you work 40 hours per week?
No, basically the way my schedule works is I'll have a 36-hour week and I'll have a 48-hour week.
Okay. What do you typically gross in a month?
Well, probably about 6,000, 7,000 after they take out taxes, child support, union dues, benefits, United Way that I pay into every year.
Okay. How much
So
do you pay?
I'll say I gross about 111,000.
111,000. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. 347.59 is what I have.
Okay. What is the amount of union dues you pay?
About $200 a month.
You pay that. You pay that every month.
Yes, ma'am. It varies. They take a certain percentage out of each check, and it's based off of what that check is.
Okay. And you had health insurance available for Danae,
Yes,
your
ma'am.
employer. Okay. How much
Yes,
is that
ma'am.
health? How much is that health insurance?
That is split and divided to my whole family.
Okay.
It's about $150 a person, so about
$150.
$150. Yes, ma'am, and that's covers health, dental, and vision.
Okay.
Right.
Do you have recovered for dental as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And vision.
Do you have any other biological children under the age of 18?
Yes, ma'am. I have two.
Two. Okay. Do those children reside with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. I'll go ahead and pass this witness.
Call your next witness.
I'll say no further witnesses.
Okay. Mr. Simone, have you looked at your lawsuit?
Yes, sir. I haven't run the calculation with what he testified to, though.
Your lawsuit says that he makes a lot more money than what he testified to.
Um,
I mean, in your lawsuit, you said he grossed $14,000 a month. He testified that he only grosses about $9,500. That's $5,000 difference. So
okay.
That's okay.
I mean,
Mr. Lee, So you work 36.48?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you do that every 2 weeks, right? 36 one week and then 48 the next.
Yes, sir.
All right, and that's real
Also,
consistent.
yes, sir, it is. We also have turnarounds that we're forced to work on due to being short.
Right.
So sometimes I get forced to work when I don't really want to.
Right. I've been in the construction and plant business. I mean, I haven't the last 25 years, but I was in it for my entire life before then. So I understand the 36.48, and I certainly understand the turnaround. But let's be honest, Mr. Lee, you may not like to work the turnarounds, but you do like the money.
Everybody likes the money.
All right. So I mean, we're being honest with each other. Let's
Yes,
be
sir.
honest all the way, okay?
Right.
All right. I mean, at least if they're forcing you to work it, at least they're not having to force you to take all that extra money.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're right.
So back when I was a kid, I used to work power line construction, utility work. Well, I'm going to tell you, I never liked the storm work. You know, some hurricane or some tornado roll in and we'd have to go work, you know, for 8 or 9, 10 straight days to get people's power back on. You know, that wasn't fun because we were working 15, 16 hours a day. But I never said no to the check that they gave me
Yes,
because
sir.
that was really, really good money. All right. Y'all stand by. Let me do some calculations. All right, Miss Robinson, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Miss Robinson, is there anything else that you think I need to know about this case before I make a ruling?
I said when the amount he's giving to me, it seemed like he gave his adjusted gross income and not his net income.
I don't have anything else to go by. That's the only income that I have. $111,000 a year. That's what I got.
I said, but that's not what his employer sent to the attorney general.
I don't have any testimony to that. Nobody put on any evidence to help me with that, Miss Robinson. The only thing I got to go by is what Mr. Lee just told me. See,
Okay.
in a lawsuit, Miss Robinson, when you're in a court of law, you have to put on evidence to justify your position. And I've heard no evidence other than what Mr. Lee just told me.
Well, when I asked, the attorney general, does anything I need?
But that's what I'm saying, Miss Robinson. That may be, but I mean, there'd have to be documents that that's what his income is. Okay.
Can I ask the attorney general what information they have? Because I can't go to his employer and get his information. That was from the attorney general.
I mean, you can ask, but Miss Simone can't testify. Do you wish to
So
call a witness, Miss Robinson?
So how do I get that information?
I can't help you there. I'm the judge in the case, Miss Robinson. You might need to talk to an attorney. This is kind of what happens from sometimes, Miss Robinson, when we leave everything at the hands of the state. The agency doesn't always do what you want them to do.
Like I said, can we replay? Because he did not argue his amount last time. He only argued the fact that I sat on my tail all day and didn't work and he had to pay. Can we replay that chat? He did not argue the amount he made last time we had it.
This
don't.
This is not the first hearing that I've had on this case. It was just filed in May.
No, it was probably the negotiation conference.
Oh, you can't bring up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't bring up anything that happened in the negotiation, Miss Robinson. That's not allowed under Texas law.
So I got to go get a lawyer now.
If you think the child support needs to be higher than what I'm going to set it at, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because he makes. I don't have any information, but I know he makes more than what he says he does.
Okay.
That's 6,000-7,000 of what he was making when we did it in 2011.
I'm not setting it on 67,000. I'm setting it on 111,000.
I'm saying 6,000-7,000 a month is what he was making when we did in 2011.
I'm not setting it on 6,700. I'm setting it almost 10,000 a month.
Okay. Only thing I'm saying is, okay, well, I guess I'm about to go through a lawyer, but like I said, I pay for absolutely everything. Everything. I get child support and that's it. I've asked.
And he covers the insurance.
He covers the insurance.
Okay.
But if there's any bills that's left over.
So it's not everything, Miss Robinson.
I feel like I'm in okay, you know what?
I mean, I'm just saying, it's not everything. If he's paying child support and he's paying the health insurance, then he's covering some.
So I have to go fight this further. I extended this a whole month, then did child support in November. I have to go fight this further because I can't get the information that I needed.
Okay.
I,
Ms. Robinson, when I get done with my ruling, I'll give you the information that you might need in order to take this further if you wish to do so. But I need you to understand, Ms. Robinson, is the judge in the court, all I can make a ruling on is the evidence that I hear. I can't make stuff up.
I'm just kind of confused of what, the Attorney General, I'm lost with the whole case altogether.
Well, then
Because I'm
you,
just confused with the Attorney General's office. Why do you say 14,000?
well,
And
I don't
then
know.
he
I
14,000
didn't hear. Yeah, I
because
didn't hear any evidence for 14,000, so
because
I can't settle on
the
that.
thing about it is too, because that amount is not correct. He's giving. I know for a fact that's not. 4636 is not what he does. He has bonuses that he does give. He
Okay.
does
They're
give.
not guaranteed. The bonuses aren't
They-
It doesn't
guaranteed.
make any difference if they're guaranteed,
Mhm.
Mr. Lee. If you got paid them, then I'm supposed to set child support at it. But I haven't heard
Yes,
any
sir.
testimony to that. I haven't seen any evidence of that.
I said he does bonuses and he has a lot of overtime he does.
And I figured that in. I mean,
Mhm.
I did the calculations based on the evidence that I heard, Ms. Robinson, okay? I mean, I wish there was something else I could do, but I'm limited by what evidence I hear.
I'm just mad because if I knew I could bring in evidence, I would have did that. But like I said, when I asked the church, hey, does there anything y'all need from me for the court? They said, no, we don't need anything.
Okay,
If I knew, I said, if I had to provide the information, then what's the sense? I don't understand. I'm kind of confused about the whole situation.
right.
If I
And
had to
again,
provide the evidence, then what's the sense of me going through Attorney General? I could just skip this process altogether and just sit there and keep on getting a lawyer and getting records.
right.
And then send us,
Again,
hey,
Ms.
this and
Robinson,
that.
I
So
can't. Yeah, I can't advise you to that. I mean, it's a lawsuit. It's in my court. You always have the right to have an attorney when you go to court. Sometimes people have attorneys when they come to my court. Sometimes they just let the Attorney General's office run with their case. Okay. The court's going to find the court has jurisdiction. The court's going to find based on the testimony of the parties, there's been a material and substantial change of circumstance. Based on what I see, the child support needs to be increased to $1,115 a month. That will be effective June the 1st of 2023. I mean, the parties were in your office in May, so they signed waivers in May. So the effective date will be June 1st of 2023. Mr. Lee will be responsible for the health insurance and the dental insurance on the child. I gave him credit for the $125 for the medical, the $25 for the dental, and $200 for union dues. Court costs by Mr. Lee, but I'll give him till January 31st of 2024. Pay the court costs. Does that take care of all the issues in this case that are before me today, Ms. Simone?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Robinson and Mr. Lee, what's going to happen is they're going to send me an order. As long as it matches what I said here today, I'm going to sign it, get it back to them, and then they're going to make a copy of it and send it to each of you. Now, you don't have to be satisfied with my ruling, and I know Ms. Robinson's not, and that's okay. That's her right not to be happy with the ruling. If you are unhappy with the ruling, you have 3 business days with which to file written notice of appeal with the district clerk's office in Jasper County. Again, that's 3 business days. So before Friday, you're going to have to, by Friday at 5, you're going to need to get that written notice filed.
And
Okay?
that's to who?
The district clerk in Jasper County.
District clerk.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. District clerk. It's on the 2nd floor of the Jasper County Courthouse. Okay.
Okay. And also, I do have a question.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
once we come back and once we realize that the live was told,
Ms.
what is this-
Robinson, I don't hear the appeal. The district judge hears the appeal, not me. A different court will hear the appeal. Okay, and that will also give you an opportunity to either hire an attorney or get the information for yourself. All right.
And I have to pay for this attorney, or do he have to pay for that?
You'll have to pay for your own attorney. This in Texas, you don't get court-appointed attorneys in family law cases.
I mean, he makes 20-something thousand a month.
After the last order,
Mhm.
about a couple of weeks after that, I was diagnosed with a stage 5 advanced cancer.